I would like to take a moment to introduce Sarah Kane, who will be letting us know about her favorite influential women. Sarah, can you please let me know what women you have chosen for your presentation today?
Good morning, everyone. So yes, we're going to do things a little differently this week. Instead of highlighting a specific artist or really talking about art, I'm just going to share with you 8 women who have inspired me in my life. So Gloria Steinem is an American journalist and social activist, particularly being a key figure in what is known as second wave feminism, which was the women's movement that took place in the 1960s and 70s. She was the co-founder of Ms. Magazine, which was the first American feminist magazine. And I was first introduced to her through an article called A Bunny's Tale, which she went undercover as a Playboy bunny and wrote an account of it for Show magazine. And I think what really drew me to her is that she defied what people thought a stereotypical feminist looked like and was able to use both her brains and her looks to raise awareness for women's rights and gender equality. I actually got the chance to see her speak in high school, and she's truly a force. And even to this day, she's involved with many international social justice causes. She's received hundreds of awards and honorary degrees. And here you can see her receiving the Presidential Medal of Freedom by Obama in 2013. Lady Gaga, born Stephanie Germanotta, is an American singer, songwriter, and actress. She studied at NYU's Tisch School of the Arts, but she dropped out early to pursue her career in music. Her first album, The Fame, was released in 2008, and it just went up from there. She's released 5 other solo albums, all of which have topped the Billboard charts. And she's received numerous accolades and awards for her music, acting, and activism. And what I admire most about her is her total uniqueness. She's often been compared to Madonna, at least earlier in her career, for pushing the boundaries of fashion and pop music. And I had to include a picture of the dress that she wore to the MTV Awards in 2010, and it was made entirely out of meat. And I can't say I would do this personally, but you really have to admire her confidence and willingness to be different. She has also been an advocate for LGBTQ+ rights throughout her entire career, and she created the Born This Way Foundation. And the other photos I included are from her Super Bowl halftime performance in 2017 and her performance at Joe Biden's inauguration in 2021. Greta Thunberg is a Swedish-born environmental activist. She achieved what any activist strives for, which is a global recognition and awareness. And she's done so starting at just 15 years old. She began protesting outside of the Swedish parliament and has gone on to demand action for many world leaders to implement climate change mitigation strategies and laws. She addressed the 2018 UN Climate Change Conference and has really inspired millions of other young people to speak out for environmental action and climate crisis awareness. So here's someone who might look familiar. We've highlighted Georgia O'Keeffe in a previous art talk. Georgia O'Keeffe was an American modernist artist. She was known for her paintings of enlarged flowers, New York skyscrapers, and New Mexico landscapes. O'Keeffe has been called the mother of American modernism. And I've included 2 of her more famous pieces, Pineapple Bud, painted in 1939, and Ram's Head, White Hollyhock, and Little Hills, painted in 1935. Emma Watson is a British actress who got her start playing Hermione in the Harry Potter series. And as some of you may not know, I'm also an actress, and she's someone who I've looked to for career inspiration. But what really sets her apart for me is the roles that she takes. She always plays headstrong, intelligent, curious, and layered female characters, which is what I aspire to play in my own career as well. She took a break from acting after the Harry Potter series finished and got her degree in English Lit from Brown University. So education is an important factor for her as well. And on top of acting, she advocates for gender equality in the film industry. And she helped launch Time's Up UK, which is a nonprofit helping support survivors of sexual harassment and assault. Ruth Bader Ginsburg, notorious RBG. I feel like when making a presentation on inspirational women, most of them are going to include her. And she doesn't need much of an explanation. Of course, we know she was an Associate Justice of the Supreme Court from 1993 until 2020. She earned her bachelor's degree from Cornell University and got her law degree from Columbia. She was the second female justice of the Supreme Court after Sandra Day O'Connor, and she's particularly lauded for her role in the case of Roe v. Wade. She has shattered many glass ceilings for women, and her likeness has even been turned into a pop culture icon. Alison Bechdel is an American cartoonist, originally known for the long-running comic series Dykes to Watch Out For. She came to critical and commercial success in 2006 with her graphic memoir Fun Home, which was subsequently adapted as a musical that won a Tony Award for Best Musical in 2015. She was the 2014 recipient of the MacArthur Genius Award. And the reason I picked her specifically is because of something she created known as the Bechdel test. The Bechdel test is a measure of representation of women in fiction, so books, film, TV, etc. And the test asks whether that work features at least two women, both having names, who talk to each other about something other than a man. That's it, that's the test, but you'd be surprised how many works fail the test. But it really just highlights the need for more layered and human female characters. And finally, we'll finish with someone very special. Lucia Herrin is an artist who is very near to my heart because she happens to be my grandma. She was born Lucia Catalina Chavez in Los Angeles in 1940. She's a mother of 4 children and now resides in Las Cruces, New Mexico. She's always had a love for flowers and their natural beauty, and that's a subject matter that she often paints. That's something that my mom and I have also inherited, and through them I've learned the names and varieties of so many different flowers and plants, although I didn't inherit her painting skills. You can see the purple wisteria she painted that hangs in my family's home in Los Angeles, and she has inspired me my whole life with her kindness, resiliency, and boisterous laugh, and she also has incredible dance moves. So those are just a few women who inspire me. Thanks for listening, everyone.
Thank you, Sarah. That was a wonderful presentation. One of my favorite women of influence is African-American civil rights activist and best-selling author Maya Angelou, who wrote I Know Why a Caged Bird Sings. She wrote my absolute favorite quote, I know people will forget what you say, people will forget what you do, but people will never forget the way you make them feel. Up next,